Have you ever been in a room where everyone is laughing at a joke, but all you can see is the subtle flash of pain in the speaker's eyes? Or perhaps you're looking at a business plan, a piece of machinery, or a social dynamic, and you see a structural flaw that seems as bright as a neon sign. Yet when you point it out, everyone else looks at you like you're speaking a foreign language. You aren't imagining it and you aren't crazy. You are experiencing a specific psychological state known as hyperperception. While most of the world moves through life in a low-resolution fog, your brain is processing the world in high fidelity. You see the gaps, the patterns, and the leaks in reality that others are biologically programmed to ignore. Today we're going to deconstruct the psychology of the seer. We will explore the neurological leaky filter that allows you to see the truth, the childhood roots of your hypervigilance, and why being the person who sees too much is the most exhausting superpower you will ever own. To understand why you see what others don't, we have to talk about the bouncer of your brain, the thalamus. Every second, your senses are bombarded with millions of bits of data. To prevent your brain from crashing, the thalamus performs a process called sensory gating. It effectively decides that the hum of the air conditioner, the texture of your shirt, or the subtle micro expression on a stranger's face is garbage data and deletes it before it reaches your conscious mind. In people who see what others don't, this gate is functionally leaky. You possess what psychologists call reduced latent inhibition. This means your brain struggles to categorize familiar stimuli as irrelevant. While this sounds like a defect, it is actually the foundation of high-level creativity and genius. You don't just see the intended message, you see the background noise. You notice the dissonance between what is said and what is felt. You are processing the subtext of reality in real time. This leads to insight intensity, but it comes with a massive cognitive tax. You are running a supercomputer in a world that is comfortable with a calculator. If you've ever spotted a major problem or a lie that everyone else missed until it was too late, comment the word pattern below. Let's see how many seers are in the audience today. There's a specific kind of loneliness that comes with seeing what others don't. In psychology, we often refer to this as the Cassandra complex. In Greek mythology, Cassandra was gifted with the ability to see the future, but cursed with the reality that no one would believe her. For the hyper-perceptive person, this is a daily experience. You see the social mask someone is wearing, or you see a project heading toward a cliff. When you speak up, you are often met with gaslighting or dismissiveness. People don't want to see what you see because it disrupts their sense of safety and normalcy. This creates a profound relational dissonance. You start to doubt your own eyes, or worse, you stop speaking entirely. You learn that being right is often less important than being comfortable to others. This part of your psychology is often where the deepest social exhaustion lives, the weight of holding a truth that no one else is willing to carry. High-resolution perception is rarely a random gift. It is usually an adaptive survival mechanism. Many people who see what others don't grew up in environments that were emotionally volatile or unpredictable. Whether it was a parent with a temper, a household with unspoken secrets, or a social environment where you felt unsafe, your brain did something brilliant. It upgraded its radar. You learned to track the specific clink of a glass that meant a parent was drinking, or the fractional shift in the tone of a voice that meant a storm was coming. This is called hypervigilance. You turned your perception into a weapon of self-defense. Now, as an adult, that radar is still always on. You aren't just observant, you are protectively aware. You are constantly scanning for threats, inconsistencies, and hidden motives. Understanding that your vision was once your shield is the key to moving from a state of constant anxiety to a state of strategic mastery. There are two main ways this vision manifests. Some people see what others don't in social systems. They are the empaths who feel the room's energy. Others see it in mechanical systems. They see the logic, the physics, and the structural truth machines of the world. If you have a systems mind, you see the world as a series of interconnected gears. You see how a change in gear A will inevitably break gear D 3 months from now. This is a form of abstract reasoning that is incredibly rare. You are the quiet master of your craft because you don't just follow the manual, you understand the soul of the system. However, this often makes you impatient with bureaucratic logic or people who follow rules that make no physical sense. You are tethered to the absolute truth of how things work. And that tether can make the subjective world of human politics feel like a hallucination. The smartest way to deal with seeing what others don't is to master the art of strategic disclosure. You must realize that your vision is a high-level tool that not everyone is equipped to handle. Stop trying to convince the standard definition world to see in 4K. Instead, find your tribe of seers, the people who speak your language. Learn to use cognitive distancing. Realize that just because you see a truth doesn't mean you are responsible for fixing it. Label your observations as data, not obligation. This allows you to keep your insight intensity while protecting your emotional battery. You can be the person who sees the path without being the person who has to drag everyone else along it. The world is often blind to the very things that matter most, and that is exactly why your eyes are open. Don't let the noise of the world convince you to stop looking. If this video helped you feel a little lighter and gave you a new way to see yourself, please press like and share it with a friend. Someone who may also be tired of the noise from a mind that never truly rests. Your understanding today might be exactly the comfort they need. Thank you for watching until this moment. I'm Milo. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Goodbye and see you next time.